Om Shanti. We all were in bhakti in our own way, seeking, searching to find the purpose of life and also to know about the Creator. We came to Baba and Baba gave us the aim of life, that we have to become full, we have to become complete, which we all accepted, we agreed, and we felt yes, we want to become that. But at conference age, we have to be the servers, humble instruments. But aim is very high. Baba wants us to be deities. So it is not that I had desire to be deity, but as Baba is creating the world of complete purity, world of love, peace, harmony, and Baba wants us not only to be instruments, but also to be ready for that divine world. Not only king and queen, but all the subjects are pure, are divine. So Baba is teaching us to emerge that divinity in us from purity. And then Baba is reminding us that yes, we did become divine last kalpa. And that is why later on, after golden age and silver age, when devotees, souls wanted to experience and also get blessings, so they created these memorials. So it is because we are Baba's children and Baba is creator, is creating such world. So we have to become the masters of such world. It's not that I have any attraction for costumes or jewelry or crown. But Baba explains that when our purity changes into divinity, with our purity, even the elements will become pure. And it's important so that in golden age, when soul enters the body, body also is from the pure elements. but elements have to be made pure now. Divinity is actually the beauty, is the image of power, Shakti. That is why showing you all the memorials of different goddesses to remember that we are fulfilling and becoming helpers in Baba's task of creating a pure, divine world full of love, peace, happiness. So becoming pure, becoming divine is also serving the world. One should not think that I am doing it for myself. I am becoming to be a good instrument of Baba. I am becoming so that the elements can also be pure and I could serve in a very powerful way. We taking one example of Mama and how she changed knowledge into powers. Whatever was required, she was able to inculcate those powers and she served with those powers. We call it Shakti. So all these goddesses are Shaktis. So each one of us, we remind ourselves that I am becoming worship worthy when soul and body both pure at confluence stage there is purity of soul, but body is not of pure elements. So through our pure thoughts, we put all vibrations of purity in the body, part of five elements, just to revisit our aim that why are we doing this is for self to become complete, but also to serve the world. If the thought is pure, its vibrations can reach anywhere in the world. If there is lack of purity, then vibrations cannot reach far. I want to be world server. So I want every thought to be elevated, every thought to be auspicious and pure. So let's remember Baba, and in remembrance, receive and invoke all the virtues.
संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा, संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा, हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला, मिला, हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला।
सने सहज योग है, सने में समा नहीं, संपूर्ण ज्ञान। आज के दिन का मैं तो भी सने अमृत वेले से विशेष किस लहर में लहरा रहे। बाप दादा के सने में लहरा रहे सर्व आत्माओं के अंदर एक बाप के सिवाय और कुछ याद रहा, सहज याद रही ना कि मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी। सहज कैसे बनी? सने के कारण। क्या सब आज का दिन सने का है? संगम योग है और मातम सने का योग और सभी योग आत्म सने के योग है। ये छोटा सा योग परमात्म सने का योग के महत्व को जान। सने के अनुभूतियों को अनुभव करो। सने का सागर, सने के हीरे मोतियों की थालियां पर करके दे तो अपने को सदा भरपूर करो। थोड़े से अनुभव में कुछ नहीं हो जाए, संपन्न बनो। भविष्य में तो स्थूल हीरे मोतियों से सजे ये Om Shanti. Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. In order to accumulate all treasures, be tolerant. In order to accumulate all treasures, be tolerant. An elevated and tolerant soul will always be stable in the essence of knowledge and yoga, and bring into essence all the expansion, problems, and obstacles. When you have to go on a long journey, you use a lot of time and energy. Similarly, expansion is going on a long journey, and essence is to take a shortcut. Both are able to make the journey because one who takes a shortcut saves time and energy. He doesn't become hopeless or disheartened. He is constantly smiling and in pleasure on his journey. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today's day 15. Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. Today's topic: in order to accumulate all treasures, be tolerant. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Lovely to see each one of you. Everyone looks very much content, angelic, right? Everyone is angelic. Very light, double light, right? And everyone is accumulating lot of powers. And today, first Baba was talked a lot about love. I liked yesterday when Baba said, when you are merged in love, Maya cannot see you. Merge in the ocean of love. And today, Baba is saying, when you are merged in love, there is no laboring. And everything becomes easy when there is love. And Baba says, the essence of all the knowledge is love. Because when you understand who is our father, who is our mother, father, who is Bab Dada, then love for Baba, and then understanding that all our souls, all are Baba's children, then naturally there is love for all the souls as a world family. It's really interesting. If we could practice this and keep the awareness, then there will be love for everyone. And today Baba is saying, if you really want to save your time, your thoughts, your intellect, power of intellect, have tolerance. Because sometimes we're not able to digest what has been heard and what people say. So we cannot merge. So Baba is saying that actually elevated soul will keep the essence of knowledge and yoga not go in the details, why, what, when, who said, what was said, lot details. But they will always try first to be essential, and then even when it comes to problems, they see in a very essential way. They don't keep going on in the problem. But same is also when there are obstacles. So when there are problems, there is detail or obstacles, they still keep a sense of everything. So this way, Baba was saying when you go a lot in details, it's like you are taking a long route. It's a good quality, but sometimes it's not necessary to go in details of who said what, when. So what Baba is saying that when you have long route, it takes longer time, right? And when it takes longer time, you are using a lot of hours. You cannot save time, money, energy. So people try to always get what we call it as short route. Everything gets more use, so it is better to take short route, shortcut, instead of going in details and the long route. It's a really deep practice of be essential. And such people will have a lot of clarity, and they stay to the point. All of us once in a while start going in the details and we forget the essence of knowledge and yoga. So Baba is saying that one who has essence or detail, both will pass the route. They will continue. But one who takes shortcut is able to save lot, time, money, energy. So they never get disappointed or disheartened. But if you take a long route, then you are tired and frustrated and lose hope, disheartened. I don't think it will happen. I don't think. So a lot of negative thoughts come. I like this very much because if you take long route, then you are disheartened. And because you had been using all the powers, instead of saving powers, we are using powers. They cannot remain joyful and cheerful. So it's so beautiful that if you tolerate, but what happens? We are not able to tolerate, so we're not able to merge. So not to repeat anything anyone says. And this little mistake we all make. Recently, someone drew my attention to something I said was a little bit longer and was not necessary to go in that much detail. I realize and I draw attention that stay to the point. Because you will say something, then there will be response, then again, so it continues. So these are certain very subtle habits in which either you save powers or you use powers. If I have saved power, internally I will feel happy. No, it's like you have to buy something in $1,000 and you spend only 300. So you come very happy by saying, look how much money I saved. So inner joy comes only when you are able to save. And every saving begins with your thoughts, right? Then words, and then time, energy, actions. So habit of summarizing everything first in your own mind. If you have 5 things to say, put items together, say first, think first. All that internal process is very, very important so that I save some powers. Don't use them, don't misuse them. And all that happens, Baba says, because of power of tolerance. Certainly somewhere, if I feel I didn't get proper response or didn't get what I wanted, so then you keep thinking, who did what, who said what, why not this? For me, I won't even try to find out. Because at the right time, everything you come to know anyway. But because I couldn't take it, whatever happened or is happening. So how many of you think you have tolerance? I think day by day, as Baba said, when there is a sense of knowledge and yoga in your intellect, you don't want other things, right? Somewhere the knowledge will disappear, somewhere yoga will disappear. So I like this point very much. What you keep and what you don't keep. What you keep is essence of knowledge and yoga. And what you don't keep is the details of the situation, the matter, conversations. It's same like if you eat something and your digestion system couldn't take it, you will throw it back, no? Because it couldn't take the food which you ate. Same as you hear something, see something, and your system couldn't take it. So you throw it back, you vomit it. And that is like repeating. Repetition in thoughts, repetition in words. It takes lot of time, lot of time. And also lot of time, not only for me, but also other souls. So to be essential, once Baba had said, those who are essential, they are sensible. And there has to be, recently I've been thinking that even when there is trust and you see, oh, Baba takes care of everything. Once you belong to Baba, You know Baba is there. Baba takes care of everything. Not just takes care, but properly takes care. So my trust grows, isn't it? I have trust and I see how everything works out. Then I have more trust and more love for Baba. So I realize that how much there is connection between love and the trust. I have love, so Baba takes care. Because Baba takes care, my trust keeps increasing. So it's very, very interesting. If we really do anything in practical, pay attention, then you find that there is a lot of change in your thoughts, words, and actions. You have to delete a lot of things. So what is left is just the essence. Otherwise, there is lot of details, lot of details. So for today, tolerance. And you will really know it's very simple to tolerate. And you have to be very careful. Because then you don't repeat many things, you don't think too much. So tolerance will help us to keep essence and not take the long route. There are problems, there are obstacles, but shortcut and save lot of powers. Om Shanti.
जो हो गया समर्पण ईश्वर की राह पर, जो हो गया समर्पण ईश्वर की राह पर, ईश्वर भी करता अर्पण सब उसकी चाह पर, सब उसकी चाह
Om Shanti everywhere. Om Shanti. Lovely to be here. Unlimited Baba's home. Om Shanti.
In order to accumulate all treasures, be tolerant. In order to accumulate all treasures, be tolerant. An elevated and tolerant soul will always be stable in the essence of knowledge and yoga, and bring into essence all the expansion, problems, and obstacles. When you have to go on a long journey, you use a lot of time and energy. Similarly, expansion is going on a long journey, and essence is to take a shortcut. Both are able to make the journey because one who takes a shortcut saves time and energy. He doesn't become hopeless or disheartened. He is constantly smiling and in pleasure on his journey. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar. So tomorrow is Thursday and our schedule morning Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. and tomorrow is Thursday, so we'll be having Sakar English Murli from 5 to 6 p.m. and then meditation, Hindi series, and then Bhog offering till 7:30, English series, and Avyakti Journey. Let's start Avyakti Journey. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Avyak Murlis from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti. October 25th, 1969. Avyakt Murli. Become victorious in order to become a bead of the rosary. What is the main aspect that Bapdada sees when he sees the children? Today, Bapdada has come to see what transformation each jewel has brought in himself. Today, Bapdada has come to see the transformation. Each one has brought about transformation according to his own capacity. But which transformation does Bapdada wish to see? You know that, do you not? Together with the transformation, Bapdada also wishes to see the strength of that. Bapdada has seen the transformation, but with the transformation, have you also got that strength in that? You call Bapdada the eternal truth. So have you brought about eternal transformation to such a father? The treasures that you receive are imperishable. The reward that you receive is imperishable. So have you brought about eternal transformation? Or are you still thinking that you will find that out when you return to your place? Are you thinking that you don't know what situations will arise, or whether you will be able to remain in the face of that? I am going from here, having made a promise. But to what extent will I be able to fulfill that? Firstly, you think this. And secondly, those who have a faithful intellect, that is, those who have the full faith in themselves as the Father, that whatever transformation they have brought about, they will maintain that eternally. And the promise they make before they go will definitely be fulfilled. They are the ones who have a completely faithful intellect, whilst the other poor things are still trying to maintain their courage. But if you continue to move along in this way, even now, will you simply continue to make effort in this way? Are such effort makers called the ones who instantly sacrifice themselves? When something is sacrificed to the goddesses or Shaktis do not accept that sacrifice if it is not an instant sacrifice. So will Bhat Dada accept it just like that? If you are not accepted here, you will not be able to have the acceptance of a high status in Satyug. This is why you were told that you must speak only what you think about, and you must do only what you speak about. Your thinking, speaking, and doing should all be the same. But at the present time, there are many children who think a great deal, who speak a lot, and are lacking in actually doing it. This is why you were told that you must make yourself strong in this bhakti and then go. That is, make a firm promise and then return. First of all, do you have the courage to make the promise, or are you still trying to maintain that courage? What is the sign of courageous children? They will never be defeated. If all of you are courageous, then from today, you will definitely not experience defeat. Those who are victorious over a long period of time will become the beads of the rosary of victory. If you wish to be threaded into the rosary of victory, you will have to bring about the transformation of being victorious. You have to check the main aspects in your transformation. It is very easy. Just remember 2 words. Firstly, you have to become the image that attracts. And secondly, you have to remain cheerful. It is the spirit that attracts. You will be able to attract others only with the spiritual state. If you have imbibed these 2 aspects, then you are completely victorious anyway. Today, Baba is also telling you about the main aspect in the majority of the children. You are the ones with a faithful intellect, and this is why you have reached here. You have faith in Baba and in knowledge, but sometimes faith in yourself fluctuates. The main weakness is that you do not have controlling power. Because you do not have this, whilst understanding everything and thinking about it, you even tell yourself off for something and yet do that same thing again. Because of this, there is definitely the need for controlling power. In your thoughts, words, and actions, and also in connection with the lokic relation, and when coming into relationship with those of the divine family. Because you do not have the full controlling power of what you must do, what you must say, and what you cannot say, you are not able to have success. So how will you remove the weakness of controlling power? You brothers must have seen many times that when something is to be controlled very firmly, in order to control it properly, you sometimes have to keep it light. Have you ever flown a kite? What do you do in order to control it or to make it fly high? It is the same here. In order to control your intellect, you must let yourself become light in many aspects. What is the lightest thing of all? The soul, the point. So when you have to control yourself, stabilize yourself in the point form, which is the lightest. In order to control anything, you have to apply a full stop. So you must also apply the point, the dot. Whatever has passed, forget that completely. You may have seen something, you may have done something, but then finish it completely. To finish it means to apply a full stop. You know how to apply a comma and a question mark. You even know how to apply an exclamation mark, but you do not know how to apply the full stop. It is easy to make these signs on paper, but why is there a difficulty in applying these signs in your actions? You apply these signs on paper, and that sign is put exactly where it should be. So that person is called an expert. If someone applies a comma instead of a full stop, he cannot be called an expert. He cannot be called an expert if he doesn't put a question mark where there should be a question mark. You are not able to become experts because you do not have the full recognition of where to apply the comma, the question mark, exclamation, or the full stop. Now, do you understand why you are not able to have control? Because at that time, there isn't so much patrol of knowledge. If there is the patrol of knowledge, you will be able to have control. This is why you must always have patrol in the tank of the intellect. To be continued. Om Shanti. Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. In order to accumulate all treasures, be tolerant. order to accumulate all treasures. Be tolerant. An elevated and tolerant soul will always be stable in the essence of knowledge. And yoga, and bring into essence all the expansion, problems, and obstacles. When you have to go on a long journey, you use a lot of time and energy. Similarly, expansion is going on a long journey, and essence is to take a shortcut. Both are able to make the journey, because one who takes a shortcut saves time and energy. He doesn't become hopeless or disheartened. He is constantly smiling and in pleasure on his journey.
जमा का खाता बढ़ाओ, बचत की स्कीम बनाओ। सर्व खजानों की बचत करने के लिए सहनशील बनो। सर्व खजानों की बचत करने के लिए सहनशील बनो। सहनशील श्रेष्ठ आत्मा सदा ज्ञान योग के सार में स्थित हो। विस्तार को, समस्या को, विघ्नों को सार में ले आती है। जैसे लंबा रास्ता पार करने में समय, शक्तियां समाप्त हो जाती हैं, अर्थात ज्यादा यूज होती है। ऐसे विस्तार है लंबा रास्ता पार करना, और सार है शॉर्टकट रास्ता पार करना। पार दोनों ही करते हैं, लेकिन शॉर्टकट करने वाले समय और शक्तियों की बचत होने कारण निराश व दिल शिकस्त नहीं होते, सदा मौज में मुस्कुराते पार करते हैं। ओम शांति।